Welcome back to the show. Our first guest is an internationally recognized comedian. Recognized. Sounds like we're giving a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Comedian who will be coming to Minneapolis at the end of March. Russell Howard has a ginormous following online, including on YouTube, where he has more than 1 million subscribers. Here's a little bit.
Do you know about Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla?
Okay.
He's super rich and he's made an electric car.
Is he a jerk?
Is he a jerk?
Yeah. I mean, he did give his son's name, XA12.
Yeah. I mean, that's a jerk maneuver, isn't it?
Yeah. What kind of name is
Why
that?
can't you just call your kid something normal?
Like Derek or Bertie.
Exactly. Derek, Bertie is...
Joe Bob.
Or Joe Bob.
I did.
Please welcome to the show, Russell Howard. Hi, Russell.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. W.C. Fields has that famous saying of never work with kids or animals. But going all the way back to Art Linkletter, if you get the right kids, they're a fountain of comedy. I mean, you can basically just sit back, right, Russell, and just let them say whatever they're going to say.
Yeah, well, it's a little part of my TV show called Playground Politics, and it's so much fun. My favorite bit, there was a young man who confused Boris Johnson with Dwayne Johnson. Because he was saying that Boris Johnson ate 10,000 calories a day and was really good in Jumanji. And there was this kind of beat where we were kind of sat there, and then we suddenly realized that he confused The Rock with Boris, and they are wildly different people.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think if The Rock ran Britain, we'd probably be doing better. But, unfortunately, he's not. We've got a man who's part alpaca, part thesaurus instead.
Well, as folks here, our audience, if you don't know, Russell has a hugely successful show in the UK. And I'm wondering, we have comedians come through here all the time, and I always love to ask about the audiences and how you recalibrate your demeanor and act depending on where you're performing. Putting you on the spot, what is the single biggest difference in your opinion comparing UK audiences and audiences here in the US? Is there a big difference?
The main thing is that you're full of joy. In a way that gigging in England is like performing in Mordor. And you don't realize that until you travel. And then if you gig in Australia or Europe or America, you see how giddy and excited people are. Whereas we have this British thing where there's a deep desire for the evening to go badly. That's the best story. Do you know what I mean? You don't really want to have fun. If you see a famous comedian off the TV, you want to see him have a breakdown. That's far more enjoyable if you're British. You know what I mean? That's about it, really. It's kind of, I always love gigging in the States, and it's just nice to be able to travel and do stand-up without having to stay in a quarantine hotel.
Yeah.
I was in New Zealand January last year, and I had to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks before I was allowed out to perform. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was incredible. So, and what they did, classic New Zealand, they had like a trivia quiz that they put into every room to kind of lift our spirits. And the number one prize, I'm not kidding you, the number one prize, if you won that trivia quiz, was an extra night stay at the hotel. You've got to admire the artistry of whoever came up with that.
Wait a minute, wait. Russell, so wait a minute. So you're locked in this hotel room. We'll just call it a Red Roof Inn or something. You're locked in this Hyatt or Hilton, and they give you a trivia game to try to lift your spirits, and the first prize is another stay at that Hilton?
That is completely correct, yeah. Completely. And it's just one of those where whoever came up with that, I mean, that is a sensational joke. Because by the end of, like, honestly, day 14, I don't know if you've ever spent 14 days with yourself in a hotel room and you're not allowed to go out, but that is testing. The idea that you're going to want to spend more time with yourself, good God.
Oh, yeah. God, I love it.
Well, but I don't have to do that here, you know?
Yeah. So Russell's coming here, everybody. He's going to be at the Varsity Theater. Man, I am absolutely coming to your show. It's March. We'll give people information at the end. I want to know, though, you also have a Netflix special coming out. This is so great, my friend. And I always like to know these stories. How does this work, Russell? How do the Netflix guy, is there like a booker that comes up to you after a show and he's like, hey, I'm from Netflix. How do you get a Netflix special?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, really. They see you do stand-up, and then, yeah, they kind of ask you to do it, really. It's kind of, it's sort of as simple as that. If the show goes well, they kind of sort of suggest it. Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing. It's a bit like, particularly as a British comedian, the very idea of being on Netflix, or, you know, it's the old HBO special where you'd see, you know, George Carlin and Pryor and Rock and all these kind of greats. It's just such an honor to be on Netflix, you know, with so many great comics. And it just makes touring so much easier, because people arrive and they have like an idea of what you're about, you know. So I'm very fortunate enough. I do like arenas in the UK, and here I'm kind of like, you know, doing like lovely small gigs, but it feels like it's kind of growing again. So super exciting.
Well, talking about that, just in this, I've become a giant fan, my friend. I mean, and I'm sure I'm not alone, folks watching the show. I can't wait for you to come here, and thank you for taking time to talk to us today. I greatly appreciate it.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you, Jason. Have a great day, mate.
Nice to meet you. Russell, everybody. Catch him March 29th, like I said, at the Varsity Theater. For tickets, go to Russell. Now, this is different. Remember, russell-howard.co, not com, .co.uk. We'll put this all on our YouTube channel. Follow him on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. All you have to do is search for Russell Howard. My goodness, that was great. I love him. Oh, I love when that happens. I'm a huge fan now. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Oh, that was wonderful.